Alright, so the chisel contract stage 5. What do you do to complete this contract? Well, as you can see, I've completed it. It's not too hard, but it's a bit of a grind. I am by no means a good player. Anybody can beat this card of the contract. You just gotta be a bit patient. It'll probably take you about 3 days. I'm not going to lie. But, basically, let's start with the high caliber metals, because there is people having trouble with that, so let's go over that. High caliber metals. Basically, you're going to want to wait for that one game that you get where your team is just dominating. And you kind of want to hang back and be support fire. Now, I'll do a video later on how to go through all this, how to complete this, and how to go through the map and complete it. But, for now, I'll just explain it, and hopefully you guys can go from there. If you need any help for that after that, I'll help you out. So the high caliber metals, not too bad. Good tank for that. I definitely recommend the M46 baton. That's how I got both of mine. Does just fine. M48 will probably be fine. There's probably tons of other tanks you could use too. Don't forget you can still use tier 8s. If you wanted, you could use like something like the Freedom or even the Cruncher. Don't know if I recommend the Cruncher because I think it's a piece of junk. That's besides the point. Make sure when you're using the patent that you have the 105 caliber gun on it, the big one. The 90 mil is not going to work. Not at tier 9 at least. Now, for the part that everybody wants to know. How the hell do you get the spotting medals? Well, it's actually pretty easy. First of all, you'll want to use a medium tank. I wouldn't recommend the heavy tanks. You could use the M11, this tank right here, because it has incredible front armor, so it's good against going up against your guys that are spotted. They're shooting back at you. Makes it kind of easy. I don't recommend it. Better option is either the Patton, the tier 10 Patton. It has 420 meters of view range. This setup right here on mine, this is the setup I used. I don't have any spotting perks or equipment, but you could put that on and make it even better. That is an option, but I didn't do it because I didn't need it for this tank. The M46 was definitely a lot better for this challenge because everybody at the tier 9 doesn't have as great a view range and you're going to get tier 7s. You don't have to worry about it too much. For this I did use the equipment right here. The coated optics. I wouldn't recommend the binocular telescope because you are going to want to move a lot. Just to explain the part about going up and getting the WoTs. Basically what you want to do, you want to go to the most, not the most popular, but where you're going to see a lot of people, where you can clear out most of the map. So like Prokhorovka, prime example. You can go up over the hill, and if you sit over the hill, you'll be able to spot at least 5 to 7 tanks. Easy. Right at the start of the game. And then you're just going to want to fall back down the hill. You don't have to keep them spotted. Your teammates will do all that. Then your artillery and tank killers will all shoot. You could use a friend and get yourself a friend in an artillery or tank killer to shoot, but your team will do just fine if you don't have that. What else am I missing? Just make sure, and don't shoot. You won't need to shoot. Shooting is not necessary for the whole challenge. It'll just mess you up because you'll end up tracking somebody and then it'll give you all the points for tracking assist. If you track somebody, you won't get any assist points for spotting. I think that I covered just about everything I can right now. But like I said, just try to stick to the most popular areas of the map, but stay hidden. Once you've spotted stuff, back up and wait for your team to do the work. If you are going to get a friend, the biggest thing I would recommend, I wouldn't recommend artillery. It kind of just makes it harder to hit the moving targets and stuff. So I would get your friend in a T95. This is your best option. Because you don't really have to worry about them spotting too much, so they can just snipe across the map and do their thing. Just make sure they stay behind you, not next to you, so they don't accidentally spot. That should be about all, though. I think I've covered most of the points about doing this challenge. If you guys have any problems with figuring it out, leave it down in the comment section, and I'll help you out with it. I think that should be all. If you need help or something, like I said, just leave it in the comments. I'll try to help you as much as I can. I'll make another video for an in-game tutorial on how to do this, because it is a pain. But it's not that nobody can do it, because look at my stats. Yeah, there's nothing to fucking go home about there. So, hope y'all enjoyed, and please do